The next topic is electrochemistry. We are in electrochemistry. What we're considering on electrochemistry objective, we are considering calculate, determine the E cell or reduction potential E cell from reduction potentials, and gives free energy, and spontaneity of cell. Calculating the E cell gives free energy and spontaneity of a cell. So given the reduction potentials, which is CD is equal to 2 plus 2 electrons is equal to CD reduced to CD, CD solid, potential, which is the reduction potential, that is the negative 0.4 volts. Then copper, that is 2 plus 2 electrons, giving us 2 solid copper. The electrode potential is equal to 0.34. So we determine the E cell, gives free energy, and spontaneity of the cell. Spontaneity of the cell, given this data, we determine the spontaneity. So E cell, we start with the E cell. So E cell from reduction potential is equal to E cathode minus E anode. So the E cathode, how do you choose the E anode? So the E anode and E cathode, how do you choose the E anode and E cathode? So the way you choose E anode and E cathode, the one with this is a smaller number, which is because we are using these are reduction potentials, we're using not oxidation potentials, we are using reduction potentials. So this is a smaller number. So the smaller number is the one which is oxidized. So the one we pick the smaller number between 2, 0.34 for copper and negative 0.40 for CD. So the smaller number is one which is the oxidized. So oxidized, reduced. So this one was the reduced. Copper should be reduced. Then this one oxidized. So the electrons, if in the electron diagram, the electron will be moving from CD, going to copper. So copper is reduced. So the electron will move from the one which is more powerful, which is more negative, which is this one. That's where the electron comes from, to copper. So E cell will be equal to copper. So copper should be equal to 0.34 volts minus 0.40 volts, which is it's going to be 0.34. This one, there's a plus and plus, it will become negative and negative to come plus. So plus 0.40. So this cell is producing 0.74 volts. That's what it's producing. This cell is producing that amount of voltage. So that cell is producing. So that's how you determine the voltage or E cell of this E cell of this cell. Then we go to the Gibbs free energy. The Gibbs free energy. The Gibbs free energy. The Gibbs free energy is going to be G is equal to negative E Faraday's constant multiplied by E cell. So here, as we can see, both of these, there are 2 electrons in the system. So this N stands for number of electrons, moles of electrons, Then F, as usual, is the Faraday's constant. Then E is the E cell. So the Gibbs free energy is going to be G is equal to negative. How many electrons are there? If we balance this equation, no matter what, the electron will be 2 multiplied by F Faraday's constant, which is 9,600. 9,600. 9,600 and the 6,500. That is, which is going to be, and the E cell, which is the what's the E cell? 0.74 volts. So this one will give us negative 2 times 2 times 96,500 times 0.74 is equal to negative 14142 820 joules. So since the Gibbs free energy, the cell is spontaneous if since the change in G is negative, and E cell is positive, and E cell is positive, this cell is spontaneous. So this cell is spontaneous. Spontaneous of a cell is the ability of a cell to undergo a reaction without external influence. Ability of a cell, that is spontaneity of a cell. Ability of a given cell to undergo a reaction without external influence, without help from the external, like charging, like white charging. So this cell does not need charging. It will just work as it is. It's spontaneous. It will work without charging, without external help or influence, without external help. That is spontaneity of a cell. So see you as we keep exploring more questions on electrochemistry.